How's it going, everyone? Thanks again for clicking on one of my videos. Means a lot. Please consider subscribing if you're liking what you see. If not, no worries. I'm not going to force you. But in today's video, what we're going to be working on is the upper loop. In one of the previous videos I made, I was talking about the roadblocks and issues I'm running into. And I said, I think the best thing to do for this side of the loop is to trim along that black line just to make this upper mountain area a little smaller. The track will stick off, but if you watch Country Bunkers Trains, you'll see he has a nice little girder bridge where the track extends over. I think that works great. I think it looks great. So I'm gonna copy his idea. It works for him, it looks good, and I think I'm gonna do it. So, gonna probably just put you guys down on the tripod, take off that upper loop, bring it out to the garage, use a little sawzall, whatever, skill saw, trim that up. I don't think I'm going to be trimming this side at all. I think I like the way it looks. I'm not having any issues with it. And I think I'm also going to be trimming the, I guess that upper straightaway for each side, just making them a little thinner. I don't think they need to be that wide. But set you guys up, bring it back to the garage, trim this up, see how it goes. Whew. All right, I'm gonna bring that to the garage, trim it up, bring it back in. Hopefully I didn't screw it up. We will see. Well, we're back. It's actually been 2 or 3 weeks since that last clip, believe it or not. My excuse is holidays. Brand new Call of Duty just came out, so that's been taking up a lot of my time if you're into video games. But that's besides the point. So here we are. I trimmed the upper platform. Side note, if you're working on stuff, remove the rolling stock so you don't drop those supports on them like I did. Yeah, whoops, you live and you learn. But anyway, I trimmed it. It might not come across on video how much I trimmed off. And it's also been a couple weeks, so I'm forgetting. But I did definitely trim this and trim that piece right there. I finally bought some switches. Don't mind that. That was a test piece. But anyway, I bought some switches, a right turnout and a left turnout, so I can finally get an idea of what the upper loop's gonna look like. I think I'm gonna order more 036 curves just because some of them are, most of my track is used. And you can see that right there. It's a little sun damaged and greenish yellow. It's pretty gross looking. I don't think this side's going to be in a tunnel, so I kind of want that to be new. But I mean, I'll be ballasting it anyway, so you might not see that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, trimmed it, lowered the little supports a little bit, and added a switch right here. So this left turnout right here, I bought for the upper loop for that side over there. But for some reason, this one, brand new, it's like really stiff. And I'm afraid of using that for a loop that's supposed to be a designated reversing loop. I'm afraid to use that, causing the trains to derail. I took it apart. I think it's an older model that I bought new from a hobby shop, but man, it's stiff. So I just put it over here for the coal mining operation, yard, whatever. And it works out. I needed one there anyway, so I think I might remake this little, this was just a test piece to see what I could do with the curve of the mountain right here for an actual tunnel portal. I don't plan on sticking any really long rolling stock in here. Pretty much just like gondolas and hoppers, whatever. But we'll see. I might just make 2 separate tunnel portals like I was planning, or maybe just one big one. I kind of don't want to do that. I want to do 2 separate. But I got to buy more of those little bumpers to put in there. I mean, you probably won't see it, but I would like to have it for peace of mind. So if I'm back and rolling stock into there, I don't just go straight off the track. So that's this side of the layout for this update. I was nervous about the height. If you remember me mentioning in one of the other videos, I'm still trying to figure out what bridge to buy there. So right now it's just 30-inch sections. But in the other video I mentioned I was afraid of the height compared to the lower line to the upper loop. But I just bought some scale boxcars. Video coming out on that soon. And I didn't realize how big scale boxcars were compared to the 027 traditional stuff that I was running. I didn't even realize they were traditional 027. That's how new to this I am. But yeah, putting the scale one over there with another one on the upper loop, it definitely made that height look a lot lower. And also, speaking of height, if you remember, I was saying I want to lower the tunnel portals just because I like a really tight tolerance. But again, that was going off of the 027 models, which obviously are a lot smaller than the scale models. So having these scale rolling stock in that tunnel, there's definitely a tighter tolerance, a tighter clearance, which is what I wanted. And I'm glad I didn't lower it, because that would have made them just barely squeaking through in there. I think an auto rack will still fit in there. I don't have one of those to test it out, but I'm fairly certain that it'll still fit in there. But so far it's coming together. I'm waiting on a left turnout, like I said, just because that one was super stiff. I wanted it in there. I didn't trust it for a reversing loop. So I'm still waiting for a left turnout to place up there. I'll be able to finish that loop. Apparently I need to buy more 036 curves. I thought I had a bunch of those laying around, but I guess not. So I'll order more of those. That switch, connect it, put some power to it, test it out. But it's coming together. I'll finally have 3 loops, even though I only have 2 engines. Just this Lion Chief and little DC Thomas over there. But I was looking at a Lionel Legacy switcher at the local hobby shop, and I think I'm sold. I think I need to go pick one up. I really want to get a little switcher, just because this layout's somewhat tight and small comparatively to other people's layouts. And I do also want to get a diesel engine and another steam loco, but we'll see. Obviously, that's money. There's a lot of things going on right now. Holidays just finally finished, but life continues. Didn't do much trimming over there because I think that's dead set on what I want, but we'll see. I mentioned that I wanted to do like a little girder bridge right there. I don't know if I need to do that anymore because of how much I trimmed off. So I think that'll work. Just got to figure out what to do for this little tunnel portal since it's on a curve. There you go, you can see that. That one should be pretty easy because it's pretty much flat, straight in right there. But we'll figure it out. I'll make that one wider. So that's the update. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it, but tell me why. I want to know. I want that feedback. I want to be able to make these videos better for you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you in the next one.